Alrighty, guys, we're in this second part of the Artist Studio Activity 2. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to add some hair to our diagram here. So on this, if you didn't see the first part, you should have, but this is Mr. Barragan, again, here, shining my light on you guys. All right, so how can I make hair for this diagram here? Okay, so I am going to suggest that we use the parabola, right? The quadratic equation to get us um, a a little bit of like a strand of hair. Okay. So this doesn't work, right? Because it kind of looks more like horns. And later on I'm gonna give you an opportunity to add other features up to you. But I don't want to use the parabola this way. I wanted to go down, so I wanted to look kind of like hair. Okay. Now we don't want hair. I mean, it could be like a mustache if we wanted to, and you could add that later. But I'm actually gonna move it up, so I can move it up to the top of his head. And let me just say I'm gonna add it up to 9, him or her, right? Because it's just a picture. We don't know any gender here. Um, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna make it a little bit wider, so it's a little bit sort of like the hair expanding out, right? So let me make it maybe 0.1. Maybe that looks okay. Maybe 0.8. No, that's too much. Let me go with 0.08. Yeah. Now I'm going to move it over to the right a little bit. And if you remember, I have to add the parentheses to the x's. I need to do a horizontal shift to the right. So that means I have to subtract, and I'm going to subtract 1. Okay. Okay, that's cool. It looks a little bit better. Okay. Now I don't want all of the parabola, right? So I'm going to cut it by using my domain. I'm going to say to Desmos, I don't want all of the strand. I only want to use the strand from the equation starting at 0, and we're going to go to maybe 11. So I want it from x is greater than or equal to 0 to x is greater than 2 equal to maybe 11. How about 11.5? Sure, let's say 11.5. Let's make it 11 just to make it a fair number. Okay, looks good. Let me change the color. Let me just say I want this diagram to have black hair. Okay. So it kind of looks okay. And we're gonna do this again. I'm just gonna copy the same equation, but it's just gonna copy it in the same place. So I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna move it up by half zero 0.5, right, on the y-axis. And I'll change the color in a second. And let me add one more. I'm gonna add one more strand, right? But this time and again, if I don't vertically shift it up, I'm gonna move it to 10. And now I have 3 strands of hair. So let's make them just same color. I'm making them black here. You guys could choose to do them whatever color you want. Awesome. So our friend here has colored hair, black hair. Only half of it though. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use the same thing. Now the thing is this, you guys, we don't want we want it on the left side, right? So let me go backwards. So I'm gonna go from -11 to 0. But we also wanted, we're gonna have to shift this. Remember, we shifted the other one to the right. So this is gonna move to the left, and to left you have to change the sign. So now I moved it to the right. That's why I added 1 there. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing now. I'm gonna take this equation. I'm gonna copy and paste it because it's not the same equation as the other one, right? And I'm gonna copy this one over, and I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna vertically shift it up to 9.5. So there's another strand of hair. And then I'm gonna move it up one more, and that's gonna be 10. Okay. And now I have 3 strands of hair on the left side. Okay. Okay. Boom. So our friend here has exactly 6 strands of hair. Okay. Now, in the previous one, I showed you guys how to make the folder. So make the folder so you guys could put all the quiz on the same folder. Um, let's just add it real quick. We're gonna call it hair. Okay. And I'm gonna drag it here. And then I want you guys to drag all of these equations under the same folder like we did in the last video. I need you guys to send me the copy of your link. Let's rename this. You're gonna rename it Studio 2 because this is a new activity. Okay. And I need you guys to send me the copy of this link. Okay. Save it, send it to me, guys, and this is the activity. You could add anything else you need on this.